Greetings and salutations, how's everybody doing? So yeah, if you haven't noticed, the makeup and all that, I'm trying to talk about the Joker. So the film Joker was directed by Todd Philips, produced by Todd Philips, and produced by Bradley Cooper. The film stars Joaquin Phoenix as Arthur Fleck / the Joker. Also cast includes Robert De Niro as Murray Franklin, Zazaya Beats as Sophia Dumond, Francis Conroy as Penny Fleck, and Brett Cullen as Thomas Wayne, and Douglas Hodge as Alfred Pennyworth. So basically, the film of Joker is an origin story for the DC comic book character who is in most comic book adaptations, his origin story is a bit ambiguous, except for the Killing Joke. But at the same time, the Joker is a bit of a character who he likes to give you multiple choices. Okay, so maybe this is my origin story, maybe this is how I started and all that. In previous things, it's like in the Killing Joke, it is acid. In this film, it's society. So I'm gonna get into spoilers. I can probably say a little bit. But my total thoughts for this one was, I thought this one was pretty dang good. I mean, sorry about that. The acting was phenomenal from Joaquin Phoenix. He plays the character of, he gives his character a bit of humanity, a bit of malice. At the same time, he gives the Joker a bit of a human side. Of a mentally unwell man who's just trying to fit in society and, be accepted. Some of the themes for the film include, some of the film was inspired by, or some of the films were Martin Scorsese. He was two films from 1970s from Martin Scorsese. One of them was The King of Comedy, which also starred Robert De Niro in the film as well, as a failed comedian who also loves a talk show host. So basically, that's where Todd Phillips got his inspiration for this film from. And it also gives a bit of details, influence from The Killing Joke, as stated. Because in The Killing Joke, Arthur Fleck is a failed comedian who's trying to help his soon family. And in this film, it's more of him trying to help his mother, who is not doing so well. And yeah. And I gotta say, this is the third DC film out of all the films they've done so far, whether it is Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Shazam. Actually, this will be the fourth film. This will be the fourth film of DC movies that have been critically well made and just all-around good films. And yeah, I kind of agree. Oscar for Phoenix. Hashtag Oscar for Phoenix. And at times I felt this film is disturbing at times. It really is. In most DC in most Joker comics, usually it's kind of hard to tell. Sometimes is he mad? Is this what he's thinking, or is this how it actually happens? His romantic lead, Sophia. At first, you think like during the entire time of the film. Spoilers. I'm gonna go into spoiler territory right now. If you don't want to get spoiled, please come back and like say. I'll put a timestamp or probably something. I'll just tell you when. I'll tell you when it's spoilers over. But in the film, he falls for this girl, his neighbor, and it's like given like say revealed a bit, like say how the entire time he's daydreaming about the girl. Every time you see the girl with him, all of it was just in his head. So, I mean, because he's on, because of Arthur Fleck, he has to take medication. So, perhaps him taking so much medication is making him see things. And, yeah. The film does a lot of social commentaries about, the lower class and all that. And the higher class. And this thing did a thing that was really surprised. They had Thomas Wayne as a bad guy. That was really surprising, but in all honesty, it actually worked. I mean, they're trying to make him say Thomas, he's just the worst. And at the same time, I'm really also surprised that they made Alfred a bit of a, bit of a cruel guy too. But at the same time, it is kind of strange, like a strange man just talking to a kid, and that's an understandable, an adult guy going to a kid. Yeah, that's kind of creepy. But at the same time, like, him just want to talk to him because he has these thoughts, thinking. But, he's just trying to get answers. And then him just being seen as, a nobody and, just not worth anyone's time. So, though, yeah, it's kind of hard to watch, especially the Joker life for this film is kind of hard, kind of disturbing. I mean, it's based. Joaquin Phoenix has said that his Joker laugh was based on a real illness. Let me see what they called it. They said it based on pathological laughter. Basically, it's where you have uncontrolled fits of laughter based on your emotions where you can't control it. You're laughing where like you're trying to cry, but you end up laughing instead. Or maybe I'm just talking out my butt and not be right. At the same time, I was really surprised with how what they did with the Thomas Wayne aspects, and how say at the same time you think is Arthur Fleck related to Bruce Wayne or is he not, and all that. Yeah. Also, I thought why. Wait, they're having a Joker, what is it? Social activist, I guess, be the killer of Batman, the Bruce Wayne family. And to be honest, at the same time, I kind of think okay, yeah, Bruce Wayne is, Thomas Wayne is kind of a dick a bit. I mean, he's trying to say that he wants to help people, but he's just saying, oh, the poor people are just the lowest low, they're trash and all that. Yeah. You can tell the themes and what they're, the metaphors and all that they're going for. But I will not say anything because I do not want to offend anyone. Apparently Phoenix lost 52 pounds for the film. One thing that kind of disappointed me though is when at the end of the film when he's in Arkham, how his green hair is gone, and now he basically doesn't have the makeup and the other stuff anymore. So it kind of felt like, oh, come on, can't you leave that on? It'd been cool if they had actually left it on him, because that would've been neat. You know, he feel like he's only himself when he has that on. And, but yeah, I mean, I liked what they did with the film, I really did. How the first time he kills someone, it's 3, douchebag broker, they were said they were employees of, Wayne Enterprises. His whole, I mean, he had defense to him beating him because he couldn't stop laughing because of his emotions. Him getting fired from work because one of his coworkers giving him a gun because man, you gotta protect yourself. He gives him a gun. Arthur in the film is a clown, and he ends up getting fired because a gun that he had fell out of his pocket while being a clown at a children's hospital. And yeah, one of his clown coworkers, basically, basically just tricks him and, gets him fired and laugh by giving him the gun. And then he ends up killing the guy because of, I mean, not really, I guess he kills him because he's just angry because of what happened. And then, yeah, that's what happens, and he ends up sparing one of his coworkers because he's not, like, he basically just says, like, he's basically a midget and he can't get out the door, so he just says, like, okay, here, I'll help you out, okay, please leave. And yeah, he ends up practicing how his interview with Murray was gonna go. He's a big fan of Murray. Basically, he's kind of like a stand-up comedian. Cause from the, I think it was from 70s. Basically, like Robert De Niro had said, his Robert Franklin is a homage to basically he pays homage to his character Robert Pupkin, who is a comedian obsessed with a talk show host and the king of comedy, which was also a Robert Scorsese film. The film also borrows that. And in King of Comedy, the character holds the talk show host hostage, but in this film, he basically kills the guy and says, like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm the one who killed the Bruce Wayne guys and all those. Like on live TV, and says, like, so you think those guys deserved it? So, and they said, yeah. But he didn't tell them, like, they were making fun of a woman, harassing her, beating him up. And then, I mean, at the same time, I'm wanting, like, say, I'm probably off topic, and then, okay, I'm out of spoilers. Yeah, so, if you think, like, in my opinion, like, do I think who's better as the Joker between, like, say, Heath Ledger? That's kind of hard to say. Heath Ledger's still pretty dang good. I still gotta say that Heath Ledger has a better laugh, and they're both, Heath Ledger will always be remembered as Joker. Heck, he even got an Oscar for that. Yeah, but I've also got to think, like, acting wise, Joaquin Phoenix is doing a great job with like, when you go into acting and like theater, you're learning like things like, say, body movement, like, say, the way you do a walk, your movement, say, your voice, your also the way you portray yourself as a character. Yeah, I feel like if there's like a box you like to feel, okay, so he's filling it up, like, he's doing a dang good job. Everyone is just doing wonderful in the film. The cinematographer for this film is really dang good as well. They really do a good job of doing a seedy, dirty 1970s Gotham City. Overall, I hadn't really enjoyed Joker. I think it's pretty dang good. I mean, I remember when, like, say, the film was in development, I was telling my best friend Neil, he at first thought, like, I'm not sure if this movie's gonna be good. Mostly just because of how we weren't sure if, you know how, like, Joker doesn't have a consistent origin story, so we were worried about how it was gonna do that. But overall, but yeah, the Joker is a well-made film. It really is like a comic book movie mixed in with a social commentary of our current times. And yeah, I'm really gonna say it's a pretty dang good film. If I was gonna say rank it on, like, say, a bunch of comic book films, I'd say The Dark Knight Rises, Logan, and then The Joker. I mean, but like the serious, like, not really serious, but like dark. I mean, you know, horror. I mean, comic book films that have, you know, like, lasting effects. I feel like that are gonna be remembered for many years and all that. I mean, there's not like any comic, like, you know, moments where I'm just gonna be thinking back to, like, say, like, yes. But at the same time, I'm gonna be thinking a lot more about how the dramatic entrance of how, like, say, Joaquin Phoenix walked, how did his little dances and all that. But what did you think? Have you seen The Joker? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? What are your thoughts? Put your thoughts in comments down below. Let me know. And as always, thank you for watching. And I'm not leaving anything out. Oh yeah, but the music in the film, like, in certain sequences, was, like, well thought out as well. And just overall, the music, the production aspects of the film were well made. The acting was top notch. And that's all I can think of. Honest, I mean, it's pretty dang good film. But that's just my opinion. What's yours? Put your thoughts in the comments down below. I've always said this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye bye.